Bailey, it's not working.
Can you hear me?
It's not
Should
picking.
I stop recording and start again?
It's picking up sound. It's picking up sound.
Just keep going.
Keep going. Just go.
People don't. This is Katie Bodlack with the news for today, November 15th, 2013. Well, believe it or not, today marks the end of the first trimester of this school year. But even though the first term hasn't quite ended, the 8th graders have already been preparing for one of their second trimester classes. You see, during the second term, 8th graders use their music class period to prepare for their annual musical. It has been decided that this year our class will be presenting Aladdin. And this past week, we've been busy auditioning for the main roles. Office by storms earlier in the school year, Miss Petzel, Miss Lofgren, Miss Bertone, and Miss Serafia are all time for the start of Advent. Do you remember how quiet it was in the middle grades hallway last Friday? Well, that's where at the end of a long, very quiet day, it was the 5th grade girls who did better job of staying silent and have earned a homework pass for their efforts. Great job, girls. Now, last week, we got to hear some of the 5th graders' original poetry, too. Unfortunately, we have come to understand that some of the presentation was cut short. Let's return to the 5th grade poetry segment in its entirety.
Today is October 4th, the feast day of St. Francis of Assisi, and we are going to do today for a poem NFL by our own Eamon Kavanaugh. One.
Should we try plugging this in? No, that's useless. That's good. I'm just snapping it. Who's gonna hold it? If you can't hear it, still goes on. Yeah, did it here before? Is it producing sound now?
I can barely hear it. Just barely.
Is that Great job, 5th graders. Sorry we cut you short last week. Let's now go to our sports reporters for an update on the rest of sports action in and around the St. Giles Gym.
Hi everyone, this is George and James, boys tech team reporters. Since we do not have any scores for you, we will get right to the interviews.
I interviewed Henry Griffin and Bridget Fox. Henry's favorite sport is hockey. I asked him what his favorite team was. He said the Blackhawks. I asked him what his favorite cereal was. Golden Grahams. Probably not the best idea to have sugar before a hockey game. Well, anyway, I also interviewed Bridget Fox. I asked her what her favorite sport was, and she said baseball and softball. I asked her what her favorite baseball team was, and she said the White Sox. I also asked her what her favorite cereal was, and she said Rice Krispies. Probably a lot better than Golden Grahams.
Not by much. Anyway, I interviewed Sofia Fasson, Alejandro Gonzalez, and Phoebe Hopper. First was Sofia. Her favorite sport is hockey, and she thinks the Hawks will be repeat champs this year. And her favorite cereal is Frosted Flakes, breakfast for champions. Anyway, next was Alex, whose favorite sport is soccer. He likes offense better than defense, and his favorite cereal is Cheerios. Also, the breakfast of champions. Phoebe's favorite sport is tennis. She likes singles tennis better than doubles, and her favorite cereal is Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the breakfast of myself. Also, the breakfast of champions. Next week we will have scores, and I will be doing 6th and 8th boys basketball, and James will be doing 5th and 7th boys basketball. And remember, we accept bribes.
George, no we don't. We don't. Apologize to them.
I'm sorry. Hi everyone, this is George and James, boys.
Hi everyone, this is Helen.
And Stephanie. We have 6 games to broadcast, so we better get started. First, the St. Mary's game.
5th grade won 19-14. The MVP for that game was Lauren Hall. She scored 17 of the 19 points. Great playing, Lauren. We're looking forward to a great season, 5th grade.
Next is 6th grade. They won 16-4. The MVP was Eliana Jerez. She had 7 steals. Great job, 6th grade.
Now 7th. They lost to Mary's, but fought hard. The MVP was Megan Ochoa because of her 3 and all her aggressiveness. Great job, everyone.
We decided that the MVP was Molly Griffin for the 8th grade. Molly had 2 3-point plays in a row and made both of her free throws that went along with them. Other amazing players were Braylee Failer for all of her free throw shooting and Veronica Coffey for all her fouls and hard playing.
Next, we have the St. Ferdinand games. Only us in the 5th grade played Ferdinand's.
First, the 5th grade. They won 23-15, and they are so far undefeated. We had 2 MVPs for that game. Ellie Young and Susie Wysocki earned the title. Both were awarded the honor because of their hustle and rebounding. Great job, 5th grade.
Now us. We beat the varsity team 27-52 by 25 points. The MVP was Maureen Clancy. Wait, I think it wasn't
Don't say that.
by around 25 points. The MVP was Maureen Clancy. Maureen dribbled past a bunch of players, made some shots, got rebounds even though she's small, and as Stephanie has to say, she played her little heart out.
Yes, she did. And it was a very fun and aggressive game. And it was almost tied at the half, but we came back amazingly.
Yep, we also want to say that the Ascension games last night will be broadcasted next week. Also, everyone has to go to the November 19th games, remember. 5th grade is either at 5 or 5:30, 6th grade is either at 6 or 6:30, 7th grade is either at 7 or 7:30, and 8th grade is either at 8 or 8:30. We want to see some fans.
And let's see who celebrated birthday since our last broadcast.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
This late breaking sports news is just into our newsroom.
Last night, the St. Giles 6th grade girls basketball team defeated Ascension by a score of 23-8. Scoring was led by Deja with 6 points, Janie Clements with 6 points, Eliana Gerace with 4, Tatiana Dicino with 4, and Alyssa Ruiz with 3. Deja also contributed to 8 rebounds along with Janie Clements, and Ellen Hangesbach with 7. Alyssa Ruiz led the team with 7 steals, and Eliana Gerace also has 6. Great job, girls, and thanks for sharing the latest news with us. We certainly have some wonderful athletes here at St. Giles, but we have some outstanding academic achievements as well. Here are some of the junior high students whose work stands out this week.
Look into a child's eyes. Tell me what you see. Reflections of the hopes and dreams of what we're here to be. We are born for greatness, everyday greatness, born for greatness, every day, yes we are.
Now let's take a look at the weather with our meteorologist Lily Carr.
Hey, it's Lily Carr here. So on Saturday, it's supposed to be a high of 61 and a low of 56. This is November's 2013 first 60-degree temperature possible, and the mildest Chicago weekend in 5 weeks again. Several scattered morning showers possible. More numerous and heavier showers are possible. Thunderstorms in the afternoon. Widespread showers and gusty thunderstorms, some capable of downpours Saturday night. On Sunday, the high is supposed to be 66 and a low of 35. Unseasonable, mild, quiet, windy in the early afternoons. Clusters of shower, gusty thunderstorms, some with possible downstorms. Isolated severe storms cannot be ruled out. And also in the 50s. Sprinkles or light showers continue from time to time. Monday, a high of 44 and a low of 26. Much colder, remaining windy. Some morning sprinklers and patchy light rain mixed with or change to snow flurries in the afternoon. On Tuesday, a high of 45 and a low of 23. Partly sunny, much lighter winds and near seasonable temperatures. And on Wednesday, a high of 48 and a low of 35. Chance of few scattered afternoon sprinkles and low shower developing. And Thursday, a high of 51 and a low of 35 with some chance of showers.
Thanks, Lily. Now before we sign off, how would you like a chance to contribute to our next Tech Team broadcast? We like to see how well you know the people and things around our school that make St. Giles unique. Work of art. Where in our school is it on display? What exactly does it picture and why do you suppose it's here? Do some research and let us know if you have the answers to our questions. And you may be asked to share what you've learned on our next broadcast. Well, that brings us to the end of another broadcast. Our next regular Tech Team broadcast will be on Friday, November 22nd. Until then, have a good weekend and another successful week of learning. This is Victoria Ruiz for Tech Team TV signing off. Thanks for watching.